Okay, hello everyone. I'm having a problem with my inch. The switch here is broken. I tried to look online to find a new one. It was $120, which is, in my opinion, way too expensive. So I was like, oh, let's try fix it. I looked on YouTube to see if people did that before. Didn't find anything, so I decided to try it and post a video if it works. It actually worked. Now it's actually fixed. I'll show you how I did it. It's my first online video, so hopefully it won't be too bad. At least you'll be able to see what is inside. It's actually extremely simple. It's a big ripoff for $120. That's only a couple of pieces of copper and a couple of springs and plastic. To the defense of WARN, it's actually a 19-year-old switch, so it lasts a long time. However, to fix it, you have to break it, the bolt in the middle, and replace it. And that's kind of stupid. They should have built something with a bolt already that you could just take it apart easily. Instead, I had to break the whole thing apart, which is stupid. Anyway, okay, great, I'll show you. Okay, so the plan is to actually, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just trying things. I'll take the drill and I'll try to make a hole in there to just make it bigger and bigger and bigger until I can break it. When that will be broken and I'll be able to take it apart, I'm hoping to just replace that with a normal bolt, which I'll be able to just like take off easily. So I'll try it. I don't know if I can do it with the phone. Okay, well, that was simple. Okay, what did happen? Hopefully I didn't break too much things. Okay, everything fell apart. Let's see. There's that. Okay. Couple of springs in there. A piece of metal. That's what I broke. Everything's rusted. Oh, okay. There was two pieces of metal like that. So the connector are here. Okay, I think I get it. Okay, I'll continue and we'll see further on. Okay, so I took it apart and it's not too complicated actually. That's the cap. The cap at the boat, like that, which fits right into it. You can see, like that. That thing will have to replace it with something I haven't found yet. This is the place where the wire are connected. 4 copper pieces. You have, in the switch, you had a spring. Hopefully yours is not broken, because that must be hard to find. You have 4 smaller springs. That's the boat. There's 2 plates like that. And that was the washer that was in here. Oops, in here. Okay. So it's actually pretty simple. Those things goes here. I'll go closer. So you have 4 springs and 4 places for the springs. If you look at the plate, there's 2 places where the springs were actually. There's a couple of holes and there's pieces there to connect it, and probably that moves around those copper pieces to make sure the connection is made, and that fits right there. With my left hand is hard, but like that, and if you press, you see the spring is working. So I don't know actually why my switch wasn't working anymore. It was working sometimes and not all the time. I think it may be too much use here. Maybe it was too used. So what I'll do is I'll actually clean everything with WD-40, and after that maybe I'll try to raise those a little bit or not, I'm not sure, and I'll try to just make it back all together and hopefully it will fix it. Okay, so I've cleaned everything. You can see they're shinier now. We'll put it back in. I thought that was a little low. I wanted to make them a little higher, so I took one apart. That's quite interesting. Those are copper bolt, and I found laying around my workshop tiny washer which fits perfectly. However, that fits in there, but when I do that, I don't know if we can see, but there's a little groove in. That grooves get into the plastic, but if you put the washer is too big and doesn't fit into the plastic. Therefore, it makes the boat too short here and I won't be able to connect my wires anymore. So that doesn't work. So I think I'll just pass and do whatever. Like, I mean, I cleaned them and I will hope it was broken because it was dirty, and I won't put the washer. So I'll take it back together now. I also so the bolt problem that I broke to be able to get in, it's actually not too bad. I found laying around my workshop again a whole boat that I had to cut to fit, but it actually fits perfectly. So almost perfectly. So I can easily put in there, put the wire, and then put it back together with the bolt. So so that's what I'll do to finish it. So I'll just get everything ready and just put it back together. Okay, so I'm putting back the bolts together, and finally, because the washer was not working, this idea wasn't working, I decided anyway to at least put some aluminum foil under each bolt to maybe rise it a millimeter or two, and sometimes it will just go over, it will just go over the boat as well. I don't know if that's my problem because they are too used and too low, but I'm trying it anyway. Maybe it will help. I guess if I could have found boats like that, I could just have changed them, but I don't know where to find those kind of boats. So yeah, I just put an aluminum foil, foiled it in, so I have two, so it's, well, so it's a little thicker. Make a hole, put the bolt in, and put it back there. Okay, so I'm going to try to put it back together. One thing that I forgot, hopefully I'll tell you at the beginning of the video, is to figure out on this you have a 1 and a 2, and on this you have an in and an out. So it can go either like that or like that, which I actually don't know. So I guess what is likely to happen if I fail is that in will become out and all out will become in. So before you take yours apart, make sure you figure out if the writing is close to the 1 or close to the 2 on that one. Me, I'll take a chance. I have 50-50% chance of succeeding. If I fail, then I don't think I'll take it apart. I may just change the wire 1 and 2. Or actually, I'll just take it apart. Well, anyway, to fix it, to fix it, I have 4 if I'll be able to do it. The 4 spring, and then okay, this one goes here. This one goes here. Good. That's so simple. Can't believe they sell that for $120. Okay, so you need the boat under it. I'll put the cap like that, and I'll fix the boat. But I need 2 ends for that, so I'll turn off the view. Okay, I've put the boat, and I had forgot to tell you to put the spring back. You see the small spring here? Don't forget to put it. It won't work. And then just like that. Then there's this washer to hook back in, and I'll screw it with that. Okay, there. I've noticed that if you screw too much the bolt in the middle, it will make it really hard to turn. And even then the spring doesn't do its job that much anymore. But you know, I don't mind if it still works. So I'll connect it again on my ATV and try it with the plastic here and see if it works. Okay, so I reconnected everything. Turns out that you don't have a chance out of 2 of connecting it properly. I mean, if you fail, there will be sparks, and I think I failed. So I got sparks and I redid everything. So the in out, the words in my case are on the 2 side. Okay, when I say in my case, it's because that 4-wheeler was bought used from somebody that bought it used, so I have no idea what's happening with the connection. But this wire here is at the plus sign, but it's called negative. In my case, the red one here is in the positive, the 1 is at 1, and the 2 is at 2. So if I go back up, it is not working. Good. So I saved $120.